You have been in the cryptocurrency space for years. I remember on your YouTube channel, you were telling people about Ethereum, I think when it was just a few dollars. So I would just love your perspective. We're recording this over the weekend. It'll be released in a few days, but a Black Friday Bitcoin crash just happened. Are you still bullish on the market, bearish? What's your state of crypto?
Yeah, great question. So that was crazy what happened on Friday, as they're coining it Black Friday. So that's like kind of really big macro in consideration of the whole world. So I'll start with crypto and just say crypto. I made videos on Ethereum when it was $1. And I bought it. The ICO and it's buying more than $1. So I saw Ethereum going to the $5,000 or $10,000 range a few years ago, and basically there. Ethereum is eventually going to go to 100 grand and beyond. So that's
wow.
Within 10 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah, within 10 years, maybe within 7. So yeah, you guys, I want to really emphasize for you guys, the name of the game here is holding things you believe in for the long term. That's the name of the game. Find assets that, not financial advice, just my take, assets that you see set themselves apart. Like I saw how Ethereum was setting itself apart, and that's why I believed in Ethereum. I saw the big jump it had, right, in technology and all that. And we're trying to do the same thing with Energi, the next level stuff. By the way, I've been talking to some of the people close to Ethereum. That was their issue, by the way, guys, is governance, and they know it. Some of their leaders know it, that they can't come in and really effectively implement a governance system because it's already rolling, and it's really hard to change after you've been like that for a while. Like the community gets like really angry when you try to implement stuff like that. So you got to just have the right foundations, which we have. So for that path. So on the other hand, on the macro scale, you guys, when interest rates go down to 0, this is the big picture. You need a reason to reset the system. COVID has provided that reason with a ton of printing, and we're hitting that point where it reaches inflation, where now inflation, you're all feeling inflation, right? You're all seeing prices go up. Long story short, kind of the runways run out. So in a big macro scale, I'd be just careful. Markets are overvalued, and that has affected crypto too. Crypto is also overvalued. It could still go higher, don't get me wrong, but it is overvalued right now. And so just be careful, have some cash in the sideline. Again, not financial advice, just my take. Just be prepared for a rainy day. Don't be 100% in, or have hedges, right? I like to have hedges, but long term, crypto is where it's at 100%. This is amazing. We should all be so grateful for having crypto, because we didn't have this 15 years ago. What would we all be doing right now? Something different.
That's true. That's true. And a dip in the short term based on Fed rate cuts, maybe COVID variant scares, et cetera. I think that's very reasonable. But your thesis is in 10 years, one Ethereum will hit $100,000 per ETH, which is life-changing if you just own one Ethereum. Could you go into like your thought process on how it gets there?
I've just had my team kind of build some scales, logarithmic growth scales, and they're pretty accurate, and they adjust to all historic data. So I actually did some videos on that on my YouTube channel. I think you can still find them. And back then I was like showing them, and people are like, sometimes I check the comments, people are like, wow, it's true. So it's the mathematics of it, but also of course look at the growth, right? Users are growing at approximately doubling every year. That's been the case for many years. So when users are doubling every year, prices on average, the market cap actually follows that as well. Now that doesn't happen like every year, like it's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. It's not like exactly like that. It's gonna go through bubbles, go through crashes, but it'll average out to that. So that's kind of my take. Just high level, users are approximately doubling 70 to 100% a year, and so are valuations.
And even with, like, let's just say in a multi-chain future, Cardano, Solana, Energi, and Ethereum, all make it in the end, like those other platforms, that's not a factor for one ETH hitting 100K, in your opinion?
Do you mean like in terms of that there'll be competition?
Yeah, exactly.
So that will circle back to the conversation around EVM compatibility and network effects, which if you go back to 2018, and I don't hold anything against any of these projects, but I'm a truth seeker. Go back to 2018, and 2018 EOS was the major Ethereum killer, and you were there for that,
for sure.
And there were lots of people who thought EOS is going to take over Ethereum, and there are numbers out there that EOS had purposely more transactions than Ethereum. They were the dominant blockchain. Well, that turned out all not to really be the case. So what I would say is, if there are serious competitors out there, they would be really implored to have that EVM compatibility. You guys, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of developers not officially working for Ethereum, but building their own tools, projects, everything on Ethereum. If you're spending billions of dollars a year, even if you're spending billions of dollars a year, that is a really hard thing to surpass. Network effects, again, props to Andreas Antonopoulos. He didn't think Ethereum would be able to surpass Bitcoin for that reason. I thought that Ethereum was enough of a jump that it would. All these new coins, I don't think there's enough of a jump there to surpass the technological network effects. And that's the reason why I'm not competing against Ethereum, tech. I'm not gonna make a new virtual machine or something. It's gonna be EVM based. Everything in Energi is as similar to Ethereum as I can have it be, because I want to take advantage of all that innovation as much as possible. And then I'll innovate in different directions. Again, user protection, a unique, different form of scalability that may work better. Just kind of these, and then of course, the high demand applications, present those in the best way possible.
Yes, great perspective. To watch the full conversation, there's a link down below in the video description. And if you're interested in learning more about cryptocurrency, click subscribe. We drop a video every single day. You do not want to miss one. See you tomorrow.